Hello everybody and welcome back to Thornton Farm. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different to usual, and that is the green manure mod. Basically what this is it allows you to cultivate in existing crops to then turn that field into a fertilised field without having to use fertiliser in the future. Now this is hopefully going to work with a withered field. We're about to go and buy a withered field, and I don't know if it's going to work because obviously it's not an alive crop, it's totally dead. But yeah, let's just give it a try anyway. This means we can buy a new field. And I'm not exactly sure where I put the cultivator, so we're going to have to go and have a bit of a hunt for it. But yes, just go and find it. And this tractor, although looks very fitting, being very dirty, I don't really want to keep it this dirty for the whole episode. So we're going to give it a quick wash before work. Seems a bit weird, but we're still going to do it. Okay, where did I put it then? Where have I put that cultivator? I can't remember. I believe this mod does also work with ploughs and seed drills as well. Oh, you can see the train through there. There is a train crossing through, or two actually. The steam train as well. Okay, I've just remembered that I have put it in the yard at the top here. I said at the time I'd forget, and I did do. But yes, we do need the extra space, so it's not a bad idea putting it up here. This tractor does like to go on 2 wheels, or 3 wheels. There we go. We got it off there. Getting some air with the tractor. Not quite. Right, so we're going to put this on the back. It's a very, very dirty setup. This is the pin type, so we have to put this through manually. There we go. And we're going to go and give it a quick wash. Nothing too special. But, you know, just a quick rinse just to make it look slightly better. This is the cultivator I'm going to use today anyway, the Vardestad. It's got a pretty good working width. Okay, so that should probably do it. It doesn't need to be perfectly clean, although that probably is actually. So, let's jump back into the tractor. And we've got 2 fields of choice. We can either do field number 28 or field number 7. We probably actually aren't that far off being able to afford both of them, but yeah, I think there is about £2,000 difference in what we actually have. So I think really just to make it a bit different, we'll go over to field 28 because it's in a different direction to all the other fields which we've got. Means turning right here. Yes, I have actually made this very clean, this tractor. It will soon be dirty again. It'll blend in very well. But the cultivator, yeah, very dirty. So we'll know exactly straight away if this is going to work with a withered field, because basically the crop which is being cultivated, the soil underneath, will be a much darker colour. Exactly the same as when you fertilise. If it doesn't work, it'll be lighter. This is the train bridge. Yeah, we've already seen the trains today. I think it pretty much is every field which already had a crop in which we didn't own at the start has withered, and the other ones have just got loads of weeds in. That is one of the things with soil mod. It would be pretty nice if when you've got soil mod running, another farm actually owns the fields and they actually manage them. The crops are harvested, you see them being harvested, and you see them working the land as well. That would be pretty amazing, but quite hard to script, I would have thought. Maybe one day. But yes, field 28 just up here on the left hand side. This is a root crop field. I'm going to give it a go. It might not work with a root crop, but it's quite a nice field, so I'm going to go for it. Well, we don't really have much choice but to stop in the middle of the road. We're going to be very popular today. Oh, we're okay. Quite a quiet time on the road today. Right, okay, so if we go down to the bottom of here first of all, I'm really hoping this is going to work. I might be trying my luck here, doing it on this type of crop, but it would still be pretty good. It needs to be cultivated anyway, so we would benefit pretty nicely if this does work. Right, so let's just go and buy the field first of all. We mustn't forget to do this. £16,000 for 1.6 hectares, I think that was. I think it said, not acres. And yes, let's just hope for the best that this is going to work. As you can see, there are some weeds in here. There we go, a few dandelions or something. Come on, please. Please work. Is that a lighter colour or a darker colour? I don't know. Without getting a fertiliser spreader, it's going to be quite hard to work it out because the colours are very similar. I suppose if you look at what's there already, it's a different soil type, so it's hard to say. I really don't know. That is so hard to decide. I suppose what we could do is get the sprayer at the end of this and just do a trial run, not to the whole field because that'd be weird. But yeah, I'm hoping this is going to work. We're really making the most of this T7 though. You've got to. If you spend all this money on rent, you've got to keep using it as much as you possibly can do before the rent expires, because obviously tractors are not cheap. One idea which a few people have actually suggested to me is to have like demo tractors come to the farm. So basically they're there for you to try out free of charge. This could be if you're trying to decide which tractor to buy for your own farm. Obviously the dealers will bring them to you so you can give them a go. And I think that would be very fitting with all of my series actually, and it would be very realistic. So love the idea, and we'll do it in the future. It gives us a fantastic opportunity to use other more expensive pieces of equipment for free. Maybe excluding the diesel cost. At a guess, I would say this isn't fertilising soil. It just looks a bit too light. But we will obviously fertilise it if it isn't working. And what I'd love to do really is Biofield 7 as well, because I know that is a crop which can be done for green manure. So yeah, if we can afford it, which I don't think we can. I think we're about, it's a 17k field I think, so yeah, we're about £1,500 away from that, roughly. And thank you to the person who told me which way you can turn with this cultivator. Apparently you can turn left, but it's still in the ground. So that's what I'll try and do. So what I'm going to do is get the Monsoon Triton sprayer on the back of the JD, and we're going to just give it a go. I think it probably is going to show a different colour. I think it will. And I have a sneaky suspicion, I've just worked it out, that it could possibly be soil mod which is preventing this mod from working. So I probably should have tried this out on a map like Southwest Norway, but you know, it's hard to see without actually giving it a go. So yes, we will be trying this, and obviously if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's worth a go. And next time we do a map without soil mod, we'll definitely be doing the green manure. The same thing actually happens with the Bednar seeder. That does have the fertiliser built into the seed function, but on this map and any map with soil mod, it doesn't actually do anything at all. So yeah, my guess is going to be the same situation is happening here. So really, I would not be surprised at all if when we start the sprayer up, it changes the soil texture. We'll just do a really quick test strip. Obviously we're spraying double B here, so we have to make sure in the future I put a double B compatible crop in. Yes, as we suspected. So yes, because I'm recording these videos a few days in advance, I haven't actually seen the comments from yesterday yet at the time of recording this. So if anyone did point out to me yesterday, if you said it won't work with soil mod, then thank you very much for the comment. It's just I haven't read it yet, so I can't really, I wouldn't have known at the time of doing this. But thank you for your comment anyway, if you did say that. So we'll just continue as normal. We'll probably spread muck in here anyway. I suppose we could use the sprayer now it's here, but what is going on here? My tractor is in the hedge. I left it over there. That is very, very strange. It's still stuck in full drive. God, that is weird. Oh well. That is very strange. I have no idea. It's a good job that hedge has got collisions on, otherwise it would have ended up over in, I don't know, Sandy Bay or something, I don't know. That would have been crazy. Excuse me, have you seen my tractor? Yes, it's just driven through our field. Anyway, we'll get the job done here. And yes, I suppose we could have actually direct drilled it. It would have looked very, very strange, and it would have been very unrealistic, but it is possible. We really do need to break this root crop up. In fact, it probably should have been ploughed first anyway. We are almost finished, and then we're going to have to move on to our job for next week, really. It is the beginning of harvesting the rye, which is going to be something totally different for me. Never done the rye before, so looking forward to it. But we do need to get the combine harvester set up. There we go. Fantastic. So that is going to be a job for next week, planting this. The JD can stay there. And oh, let's just stop while this is folding up. There we go. Right, we've got to cross the traffic. Never easy. Are we okay? Right. It's a bit of a blind turning, really. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, so that can go there very, very briefly. And we'll shut the gate. And we'll have to get the combine going. And what I tend to do is take the headlands off, and then in the next episode we complete the harvest. I think that is the best thing to do here. Obviously we're going to need the tractor and trailer as well, and most of this, if not all of it, is going to be sold straight off the field. We're hopefully going to be towing our own trailer with the combine because it's going to be easier. It is a long trailer though, because it is such a big header, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's so close as well, this field. It would be a shame to use 2 tractors for this. So all we have to do is put this cultivator away. Actually, I think there is still space here. Not too sure. If there isn't, we'll take it up to the top again. Yes, there is. Just about. The JCB, we can probably squeeze in there. To be fair, actually, it isn't a very wide cultivator when it's folded up. There we go. Right, let's jump out of here and let's go over to the combine, which should be over here. We do need to take the header off first, actually. We've got the corn header on, which does need to be removed. Right, okay. I think if we just put it in here, it's out of the way and it's dry. And then we can go over to the other yard and hopefully just put the trailer on the back, if it's going to be that simple. I'm assuming it's got a tow bar, a tow hitch. A lot of trees up here. I think I left it just around the corner. Yes. Right then, let's get that attached. Are we aligned? Not quite. Do we even have... Yeah, we do. Just under there. How are we doing? That must be so close. We can actually do that, actually. Actually, yes. There we go. Let's just check everything. That's all okay. The 640 FD. Off we go. So there it is, that's the field, our field of rye. And yes, before it took a long time to harvest, but this time it won't do at all. It's going to be much quicker. We've got a much bigger combine harvester, so this should be pretty easy. And I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's just shut the door again. And we'll pull over on the right hand side, and this is where we can put the header on. And then we can put the PTO shaft on as well, what powers the header, and slowly pull off the trailer. There we go. Right, so I think possibly because of the telegraph poles or power lines, whatever they are in the field, we're only going to be able to do a couple of headlands. So I'm trying to get used to that camera angle. Very dramatic camera angle, that is. So yes, let's unfold the combine first of all. And I think the header's done. Right, that's the top, so we want it just a bit lower. There we go. And I don't know if it's going to be, I don't think it will be baled actually, this. It's a bit too tricky, and we have plenty of bales already. So we'll put a bit of nutrients back into the ground with the chaff which comes off, chop it all. But yes, this is rye, and it actually doesn't really look too different to wheat, barley or oats. They're all very similar cereals. Yes, actually looking at the gap we have between us this side and that telegraph pole, I think we're actually only going to go around the headland once, and we don't really need to go around more than once anyway. Some people say always 3, doesn't matter what the field, always do 3. And yeah, I do agree, it's quite a good idea, and in real life very, very important, because otherwise you haven't got anywhere for your tractors and you can't obviously turn around anywhere. But with this open field, we've got such a massive grass headland as well, I think we should be okay. So yeah, I'm going to go with just the one headland. Obviously we're going to have to go and get the trailer as well, tractor and trailer. Filling up nicely up here though. It's a much lighter coloured crop. The grain is very light. Oh, as soon as I don't look, we're coming directly off course. But again, the yield is actually incredible. I can't believe it. I don't remember fertilising this field, but I must have done, because we've got the nutrients of nitrogen at times 6 and the nutrients of PK at times 3. Unless it's just residual from the previous crop, I don't know. But that seems very good. The yield is amazing. We're already almost full. So yeah, can't complain. Oh, the sheep gate is open. Can't be having that. Ooh, quickly nip back through there. And we're going to have to go and get the tractor and trailer. Really mounding up the top there. So here we are in the Massey Ferguson once again. The only reason I keep using this tractor is because, well, 1, it's amazing, and 2, I don't want to keep having to change the tractor which is on the trailer. Trying to get in the New Holland there because I've left the beacons on. What the? Oh yes. Yes, the cultivator shall be back. It was accidentally reset. But yes, it will return. It's another one of those crop types which is so golden that it blends in with the chaff and the straw. I suppose lower down you can see a lot better, but up from above and probably on a lower resolution video it would be quite hard to see. It's so good, because there is nothing really that much better than a golden field of crops. So there we go. Yeah, definitely it's a much lighter crop. very light gold colour. We should actually be able to do this on the move, providing there's not too many trees. There's a few branches. When this first headland is off, it'll be easy. It's incredible the amount of grain we're getting out of these fields. I haven't really put much effort into them, and yeah, still the yield we're getting with AusiMod is immense. Yeah, this would not be good on your air filter sitting behind the combine. Right, okay, the combine is 68-70% full again. So we better get into position. It's opening up here. Makes it harder though, going around the bend. And this is going to be the only trailer load we do today. We'll finish tomorrow, no doubt about it, because although it's a big field, because of the size of the combine and the speed, it's actually not going to take very long at all. I keep saying. So yes, for those of you who don't want to sit through a whole load of episodes of harvesting, don't worry, you're not going to. This will all be finished in the first episode of next week. Just going around the headland once is quite a bit. So we're going to sell this, and then we will call it a day, because when we get back, the combine will have got back to the beginning here. In fact, it'll probably be full. Here comes a plane over there. I can hear it. There's the combine. Where's the plane? Where's the plane? I heard it, but I can't see it. There it is. So, as for money wise, with this trailer load, I don't think it's going to be amazing. Oats seem to be amazingly the best crop. I think it's even better than canola, weirdly, or maybe joint best. This is similar to barley and wheat, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so many withered fields. We're going to try and get them, but you know, it's a shame that the green manure didn't work. Just too much of a conflict, I think, with the other, with AusiMod. Too much fertilizer conflict there. But it doesn't matter. We'll do it on another map, one which doesn't have AusiMod. Anyway, here we go. The first and only sale of today. We do need the money. I think we've actually had a machinery maintenance fee there. It did drop, but yeah, that is actually going up pretty quickly. Quite impressive. So there we go. We've got £12,283 from that. That is it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and we shall return next week for more on Thornton Farm. And we'll be hopefully, in fact we will be, finishing Field 11 in the first episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and as usual, see you again soon. Bye for now. So we'll know if this actually works, because basically when we've cultivated it, the soil colour, oh, we almost had it over.